Unable to get Spring Boot to automatically create database schema introduction. A common issue in Spring Boot applications using JPA Hibernate, database tables are not created automatically. Even though everything looks correctly configured, the schema is not generated. This is frustrating because Spring Boot is expected to create tables automatically, update schema based on entities, simplified database setup. Understanding why schema creation fails is important for faster development, correct database setup, avoiding runtime errors. What does automatically create database schema mean? It means Spring Boot, via Hibernate, generates database tables from your entity classes. In simple terms, entity classes means Hibernate, means SQL, means tables created. Example, concept, @entity means Hibernate, means create table, means DB schema ready. Why this is important? Without schema creation, application starts, no tables exist, errors on queries. With schema creation, app starts, means tables created, means ready to use. Example concept. Auto schema means faster development. Main property, DDL-auto. The key property is spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto, values value behavior, none do nothing, validate schema only, update, schema create schema, create drop, on shutdown, most common cause, missing or incorrect DDL-auto setting. Fix Spring, JPA, Hibernate, DDL-auto equals update. Example concept. DDL-auto equals update means tables created, updated automatically. Cause 1, DDL-auto not set. If not defined, no schema creation happens. Fix spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto.create. Cause 2, wrong database connection. If DB connection fails, schema cannot be created. Hibernate silently fails. Check spring datasource.url equals jdbc mysql localhost.3306/mydb. Spring datasource.username root. Spring datasource.password secret. Example concept. No DB connection means no schema creation. Cause 3, missing database. If database itself does not exist, MyDB not created. Hibernate usually does not create the database itself. Fix. Create DB manually. Create database MyDB. Cause 4, missing JPA dependency. Ensure you have Spring Boot Starter Data JPA. Example concept. No JPA means no Hibernate means no schema generation. Cause 5, entities not detected. If entities are not scanned, Hibernate cannot create tables. Problem. @entity, public class user, but package not scanned. Fix. Ensure main class is in base package or use. @entity scan, com my app entities. Example concept. No entity scan means no table creation. Cause 6, using wrong profile. You may have application dev.yml, but running with prod profile fix. Check active profile. Spring.profiles.active equals dev. Example concept. Wrong profile means wrong config, means schema not created. Cause 7, Hibernate dialect missing. Hibernate needs dialect to generate SQL. Fix. Spring.jpa.database.platform equals org.hibernate.dialect.mysql8 dialect. Example concept. No dialect means Hibernate cannot generate SQL. Cause 8, using production DB settings. In production, spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto equals none. So schema is not created. Example concept. Prod config means schema creation disabled. Cause 9, Flyway or Liquibase enabled. If using migration tools, Hibernate schema creation may be disabled. Example spring.flyway.enabled true. In this case, schema must be managed via migrations. Example concept. Migration tool active means Hibernate schema creation skipped. Cause 10. Wrong Hibernate property prefix. Incorrect. Hibernate.ddl-auto equals update. Correct. Spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto equals update. Cause 11. Using in-memory DB without proper config. 4 H2. Spring.datasource.url equals jdbc h2 mem test db. Spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto create. Example concept. In-memory DB means schema created on startup. Cause 12. SQL logging disabled. Hard to debug. Enable logs. Spring.jpa.showSQL equals true. Logging.level.org.hibernate.sql equals debug. Example concept. CSQL means verify schema creation real-world example. Entity at entity public class product. Add private long ID, private string name. Dot. Config Spring data source URL. JDBC MySQL /localhost 3306 MyDB. spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto equals update. Result create table product. Example concept. Entity means Hibernate, means table created automatically. Debug, checklist. If schema is not created, check. Certified. DDL-auto property set. DB connection working. Database exists. Entity annotated with @entity. Package scanned. Correct profile active. JPA dependency present. Dialect configured. Common mistakes. 1. Forgetting DDL-auto. Most common issue. 2. Wrong DB credentials. Connection fails silently. 3. Database not created. Hibernate does not create DB itself. 4. Entity not annotated class. User.com. 5. Wrong property prefix. Best practices. Best practices include: use update for development, use none in production, use migration tools, Flyway Liquibase for production, keep entities clean and annotated, verify DB connection early, log SQL for debugging. Example concept. Dev means auto schema, prod means controlled migrations. Advantages. Advantages include: automatic schema generation, faster development, reduced manual SQL work, easy entity-driven design. Challenges. Challenges include: debugging configuration issues, managing environments, avoiding accidental schema changes, production safety. By learning this topic, you understand how Hibernate creates schema, role of DDL-auto, how Spring Boot config affects DB, common reasons schema creation fails, difference between dev and prod setups. Simple definition: automatic schema creation in Spring Boot, the process where Hibernate generates database tables from entity classes based on configuration. Final summary: if Spring Boot is unable to create database schema automatically, the most common reason is spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto not set. Other common causes include: database connection issues, missing database entities not scanned, wrong profile, missing dependencies. To fix: spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl-auto equals update, and ensure correct DB config entities are properly annotated. Application is using correct profile. For production, avoid auto schema creation and use migration tools instead.